This is the Mistress Carrie Situation Report for April 30th, 2026. Sponsored by Kurt Deimer, the new album A Grog is Born is available May 8th, featuring the new single In Deep with Josh Todd from Buckcherry. In Deep is also featured on Kurt's new horror flick, Scared to Death, available on demand starting May 5th. Get more details in the show notes of this episode. Foster the People have announced their 2026 Good Morning Sunshine Tour across North America. Tickets go on sale to the general public next Friday, May 8th at 10 a.m. local time. That includes their stop in Boston, Massachusetts at the MGM Music Hall at Fenway on October 6th. Shiprock 2027 is returning for its 17th year, setting sail January 24th through the 30th, departing out of Miami, Florida on Carnival Horizon. Nearly 30 bands and over 4,000 guests are sailing to Mahogany Bay in Roatan, Honduras, and the sun-drenched shores of Cozumel on Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula. Headliners for Shiprock 2027 include Papa Roach, Ice Nine Kills, Nothing More, Highly Suspect, Bad Flower, Set It Off, and Magnolia Park. Heirs of Jimi Hendrix's bandmates have lost a years-long royalties dispute against the Jimi Hendrix estate and Sony Music. The judge concluded that as per the original contract, the musicians signed their rights away and that, quote, the first owners of the copyrights were the producers. Chris Jericho's band Fozzy has just come out with a brand new single, I Know Evil. The song serves as the high-octane preview of the band's upcoming Twisted Faith Tour 2026. The band is also scheduled to make appearances at Sonic Temple and Welcome to Rockville. Country music legend David Allan Coe has passed away. The 86-year-old was in the hospital. According to a representative, he passed away in the intensive care unit at approximately 5 p.m. yesterday. The representative said, quote, David is a musical treasure, and that even in his years of declining health, David appreciated all of his fans. Born in Akron, Ohio, Coe was sent to reform school at the age of 9. He spent much of the next 20 years in and out of correctional facilities, including the Ohio State Penitentiary. He famously claimed for years that he killed a man in prison and spent time on death row. Later research suggested this was likely hyperbole, though he did serve a significant amount of time for various felonies. David Allan Coe collaborated with members of Pantera, including Dimebag Darrell, Vinnie Paul, and Rex Brown, to create the country metal fusion album Rebel Meets Rebel, which became a cult classic. Kiss is headed back to Vegas this fall for the Kiss Cruise Landlocked in Vegas, set for November 13th through the 15th. The band has announced the second edition of the Kiss Cruise will pay tribute to their fallen guitarist, Ace Frehley. This year's edition will feature 2 unmasked performances from the band, while an all-star Ace Frehley tribute will honor the original Kiss guitarist who passed away last year. This year's event will feature Q&As, meet and greets, karaoke, tribute bands, late-night DJs, and a slate of panels featuring longtime collaborators and insiders, including the band's longtime manager, Doc McGee. Night Ranger, Slaughter, Faster Pussycat, Keel, and Quarantine will also make appearances. 15 stolen bass guitars belonging to Korn bassist Rod Diaz were recently recovered by Henderson police in Henderson, Nevada. The instruments were taken due to a storage break-in that took place in the Las Vegas area roughly 2 weeks ago. A tip from a fan who noticed markings on the instruments dating back to Diaz's days with suicidal tendencies led to the eventual recovery of the instruments. The fan noticed the markings while playing one of the stolen instruments in a local music store. The police saying, quote, one that we recovered had a Chilean flag on it and Mr. Diaz is from Chile. And so they're getting ready to tour there, and they were just super thankful that we found the guitar because he said he had a plan the whole time to come back to Vegas for Sick New World and take that guitar with him on tour. So it's really cool to be able to give him that. It's obviously part of his heritage, and he wants to have that with him on the next leg of the tour. Tom Araya, lead vocalist and bassist for Slayer, will serve as the Grand Marshal for this Sunday's Worth 400, presented by Liquid Molly at the Texas Motor Speedway in Fort Worth, Texas. He'll deliver the command for drivers to start their engines ahead of the Worth 400. The Texas Motor Speedway is celebrating its 30th anniversary season. Array is saying Slayer, NASCAR, reign in speed. And that's your sit rep. For more details on all of the stories, check the links in the show notes of this episode. And don't forget to like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe to the Mistress Carrie Podcast. New full-length episodes come out every Wednesday. Episode 308 featuring Everlast is available now.